Hi, my name is Alex Briggs. I'm an ecological entrepreneur and mechanical engineer. I now live in Rochester, New York, but I actually bought a house in Troy, New York, which I think would be like the perfect site to host development of a open source infrastructure which could grow virally through all of the Rust Belt cities of the world and live off of trash. And specifically, I put it more in the writing of this application, but start with a foundry and build out a metal shop, and then have no inputs that are not free, no inputs that aren't from trash, pretty much scrap metal, which you can melt down, and in that way vertically integrate this new society and root it in abundant materials and abundant resources, as well as I think root it in the full history and like magical beauty of human history. I think that so many stories have been lost, and the stories that are been being told in the mass media and in the world are leading us towards total war between Christians and Muslims. And everyone, I think, who has the mental space to look at the big picture can see that things aren't going in a good direction. Um, I grew up in Maine, the child of kind of yippee back to the lander folks, and they always kind of told me that like, yeah, our generation really screwed it up, and like you just gotta fix it. And so that's been my mission for a long time now, and I really think that I know how. I moved out to the open source ecology project. That's where I learned about the Shuttleworth Foundation, and I just happened to get there at like the worst possible week. It was a real mess. And I learned a lot actually from the mistakes. And I think being in a city is super important, and integrating with all the other radical projects that are trying to build this liberatory, restorative education, justice, everything system. Now I live in Rochester. I'll put a list of different people that I know and that I think would be really interested in collaborating with me. As it stands now, I'm just a single person on my own and trying to make rent and all the other things. Um, so, uh, with your support, I think that I would have the accountability and the structure I would need to build out all these designs, all these plans, and start moving through it in an effective way. Also, just your reputation would allow me to probably get buy-in from these other organizations that all want the same thing but are all scattered and working in isolation from each other. Um, and I'd love to speak more about any and all of this. Uh, have a great day, and hope to hear from you soon.